Okay, mics are
Gang,
on.
mics are on. Carrie, roll call, please.
Monica Granado,
Here.
Martin Cazada, Hilda Ortega Rosales.
Here.
Jose Arenas.
Here.
Susan Sarin.
Here.
Jacob. Here. Chelsea. Here. And Danae. Here. There being 4 members, there is a quorum.
I'd like to call the regular meeting of February 18th to order. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. Can I have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented?
So move.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Carrie, roll call.
Monica Granado.
Yes.
Hilda Ortega Rosales.
Yes.
Jose Arenas.
Yes.
Susan Sarin.
Yes.
There being 4 in favor, the motion carries.
Can our student board members lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you.
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dr. Cruz, would you like to introduce our student board members and to give their reports?
Yes. Good evening, Madam President, esteemed board members, student board members, cabinet, and the community. We are excited that we have our student board members here this evening to give their school reports. And first, we're going to hear from Chelsea from West Wind. Chelsea.
Good evening, Madam President. We will first start off with Sunset Ridge. Sunset Ridge families were able to visit the Scholastic Book Fair on campus last week. Many students were able to purchase some great books. Sunset Ridge teachers were very grateful for the opportunity to meet with students and families during conferences last week. Students did a great job reflecting upon their progress and setting goals for the remainder of the school year. Moving on to Canyon Breeze. We have had an incredible response to our 4th grade parents who have generously volunteered to assist in the classroom, our project-based learning PBL activities. Parents, students, and teachers worked in partnership to identify how to use geometry to design a mini golf course. We are thrilled to share that Canyon Breeze 1st grade students had a wonderful opportunity to engage with Deborah Stevens from Child's Play during her recent visit to our classroom. To her expertise and guidance provide invaluable support for our PBL work on making stories come alive for our community. Moving on to Rio Vista. All Rio Vista students did an amazing job showing off their leadership portfolios and leadership skills during their student-led family teacher conferences. The excitement was in the air in the weeks leading up as well. We want to celebrate our students, staff, and PBIS team in winning the PBIS Level 3 award. Rio Vista was recognized for their efforts and the Arizona PBIS Coalition last week. And lastly, we have Westwind. Westwind Student Council is planning and leading Westwind's school-wide Read Across America Day that is coming soon. The Student Council will be creating reading activities and fun that all grade levels will be participating in. Westwind is very excited that they took 3rd place in the district track meet. The track meet was so proud of their accomplishments. And now Danae will give her reports.
Good evening, Madam President. First, we will start off with Desmirage. Desmirage is proud of these 3 groups of scholars who are entering the AZ4LE Schools Next competition. Scholars filmed their promotional videos that will accompany their architectural plans for their school vision and design. Orchid Winslow has been an invaluable asset to this experience. Thank you to our Worsley family who volunteered their time and expertise to film these incredible scholars in their design. Desmirage celebrates our kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade teams of educators who have embarked on a journey of co-teaching project-based learning. We are beyond proud of their collaboration, openness, and all-in mindset, always doing what is best for our Bobcat scholars. Next, Desert Horizon. Congratulations to our incredible 3rd grade students for reaching the top 32 in the to the finals competition. Your hard work and dedication to reading has truly paid off. A huge thank you to our fantastic third grade team for their support in this journey. Keep shining in reading, DH. Huge shout out to our incredible sixth grade students for their amazing work in the Face Your Vibe, the Art of Identity project. Through project-based learning, they've been exploring self-discovery, creating face maps, writing personal journals, and expressing themselves through art and writing in their art journals. They've also designed personal masks and written powerful artist statements and bios. Now Amberlia. Amberlia's 8th grade Panthers participated in a field trip to the Arizona Science Museum on February 7th. They were joined by several parents and staff volunteers, which turned out to be an amazing and well-deserved learning experience. Our Panthers represented their school in a positive manner. Go Panthers! Amberlia recently hosted its first ever paint and sip night for our families. It was a wonderful evening filled with creativity and community spirit. Everyone enjoyed creating their own masterpieces while sipping on juice. We look forward to hosting more events like this in the future. Last but not least, Pendergast. Pendergast PTO and Student Council teamed up for a fun-filled Families Valentine's Dance last week. We had a great turnout of students and family members from all grades. Pendergast teachers had a great turnout for our parent-teacher conferences last week. Teachers were able to share progress and strengthen their partnership with our amazing Pendergast parent/guardian team. A huge shout out to our PTO for providing lunch for the staff on Wednesday to make our long day a little more comfortable for the teachers with jam-packed schedules. And now Jacob will give the last reports.
All right. Good evening, Madam President. So highlights for these schools are, I'm going to begin with Villa de Paz. Villa de Paz proudly announces that 3 of our VEX robotic teams have qualified for the state championships. Villa's Iron Giants have earned the Team Excellence Award, the highest honor at our league championships. The Guardians of the Dust Devils and the Dust Devil Gearheads qualified based on their performance and skills and skill scores. Mark your calendars. The state championships are on March 8th, 2025 at Sosaman Middle School. Also, students from Villa de Paz had the incredible opportunity to visit the Footprint Center, home of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury, to represent school, private sector, and church partnerships at the annual School Connect Summit. 3 of our students proudly shared their experiences during interviews with Fox 10 News and Univision. Now for Copper King. We would like to thank Dr. Cruz, Ms. Polmeyer, and Mr. Alvarez for allowing 3 Copper King students to participate in the annual School Connect Summit. Students had a great time at the Footprint Center. Thank you so much again for the wonderful opportunity. Also, Copper King's Got Talent is just around the corner. Our annual talent show will be held on Wednesday, March 5th at 5 p.m. in the Copper King cafeteria. We hope you're able to join us and support both students and staff as they display their amazing talents. Now for Sonoran Sky. Sonoran Sky is looking forward to our Countries Around the World PBL showcase this Wednesday. We are excited to have our community and families participate in this annual event. Also, Sonoran Sky teachers had a great turnout for parent-teacher conferences last week. Families committed to partnerships to improve student literacy, skills, and attendance throughout the school year. Now for Garden Lakes. Garden Lakes is excited to announce that we have 2 of our VEX Robotics teams that have made it to the state championships. Teams 17801Z, the Diamond Bots, made it to the elementary state championships on March 1st in Queen Creek through their performance and skills. Team 17801X, Unicorn Power, is that Mr. C, made it to the middle school state championship in Queen Creek on March 8th by coming in first place at the West Valley Robotics League competition. Way to shine, Diamondbacks and Coach Tuggle. Also, we would also like to congratulate our Diamondbacks again because Garden Lakes took first place in the district track meet. A huge shout out to all of our coaches, the Donahues, and all of our track athletes. We are so proud of you. Thank you. That is all the reports for tonight.
Thank you, Jacob, Danae, and Chelsea. We appreciate your reports. Dr. Cruz, would you like to lead off the current events?
Yes, good evening, Madam President, esteemed board members, student board members, cabinet, and the community. First, as you know, we're just so sad about having lost a student over this weekend, and our thoughts and sympathies are with the student's family and loved ones during this time. Out of respect for the family, we're not going to share additional details or information, but they know that we're thinking about them. And I really can't thank the Garden Lake staff or the team from Ed Services, really everyone who pitched in to support the team over at Garden Lakes, particularly Dr. Johnson and our school counselors who were there all day. I think sometimes what folks don't realize about counseling is that, like, your heartache can be too big for your brain to handle. And if you can't come up with a strategy to get around that, then you certainly can't learn. And today, unfortunately, was a perfect example of why school counselors are critical at schools. You know, children and adults need strategies in order to get through these very difficult moments in time, in order for them to do really what our mission is, right? For them to be able to compete globally. So kudos to our counselors, again to the Ed Services team and everybody who pitched in over at Garden Lakes, and we're keeping the family in our thoughts right now. Also want to thank all the school-based teams who did family conferences. You guys did a great job with that. Thank you for communicating with our families so that our families know where our students are at. That's so important as we're building partnerships and making sure that all of our students are successful. We are still on a theme of global dominance, which I absolutely love. Our teams are ranked higher than Brophy Prep for VEX Robotics. We actually have 6 teams that are qualified for states, which is really amazing, from Via the Paz, Garden Lakes, and also Canyon Breeze. So kudos to all of those folks for their hard work. Last week was another great opportunity for us to celebrate excellence in Pendergast, and I know that some of you were able to come to the ASPRA Awards. So there's the Arizona School Public Relations Association. That's a statewide association. There's also a national association, and they recognized our amazing team for, we got a bunch of awards, pretty great. 3 awards of excellence and 2 awards of merit. So kudos to Ray Polmeyer, Ramiro Alvarez, and Mr. Alvarez had actually submitted a photograph that one of our amazing teachers, Dwight Patow, had taken at Canyon Breeze. So I thought that was really amazing, that we got to showcase talent all across the system. And I think what Mr. Alvarez wishes we would not do is point out that he won a statewide leadership award in ASPRA, the Rising Star Award, and which is absolutely no surprise to any of us, because he's just been doing phenomenal work for us. But I appreciated that the state recognized excellence when they saw it. So congratulations to Mr. Polmeyer, congratulations to Mr. Alvarez, and also to Mr. Patow. Thank you so much for all the work that you're doing to make sure that Pendergast is well known and well regarded. That is so important. Yes. We've got some special snacks over there in honor of Ray and Ramiro, so I'm going to let you all guess which snacks are for which person. So that can be something you can find out about later. We also want to congratulate Amber Lee and Desert Horizon. They're in the top 16 for the Read to the Final something or another. I don't know. They have some fancy title, but it's impressive that out of all the schools in the state, we've got 2 schools in the top 16. So we're here for dominance. It's fantastic. And we have a really important upcoming kindergarten registration event that's happening on the 20th. So it's happening really soon here from 5 to 7 at the Pendergast Learning Center. That'll be an opportunity for families to register their students. So we're not going to necessarily have school-based people there, but we are going to have folks there that can actually get kiddos registered. So hopefully it'll be one-stop shopping for busy families that they can do after work. And for now, that is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cruz. Monica, would you like to lead off the board?
Sure, certainly. Thank you, Madam President. Well, I got to attend the West Valley Robotics Competition, and I definitely saw our belief of the Achieve Greatness Together, because as I was there the whole day, I saw nothing but all of our Pendergast schools working together. It was just a sight to see. I saw VDP students over at the Garden Lakes table, sharing parts, sharing tips. One of the Garden Lakes team went to the final round, and they were at one of the fields with their robots. And all of Garden Lake's other teams sat on the floor in front of their field and just cheered them on, and were just there, just just that family vibe that I got to observe just warmed my heart. And then when it was time to clean up with the robotics, that competition was open to other schools, not just Pendergast schools. But I couldn't help but notice that all of Pendergast schools were the first ones there, breaking down the tables, cleaning up, putting down the chairs, breaking up the fields. And it really, really struck me as just amazing, as I know that Pendergast is, but even as a parent, seeing all the kids and then seeing all the staff there just facilitating events like this, all the parents that showed up. I mean, this event was on a weekend. So again, it was great to see. I think that's my quick update, was that one event. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Ms. Hilda?
Thank you, Madam President. I too attended the district track meet, and I'll tell you, there was about, I would say, 250 students there throughout. All schools were represented, and everything that I saw was about family, about sportsmanship, sportswomanship, and team spirit. Everybody helping each other. And I saw it not only among their schools, but I saw them going to other school members and also cheering them on or helping them up because they fell, whatever the case may be. And so, they talk about sports making a true difference in the character and the development of a child. I saw that Saturday. I really did. And it just, as Ms. Granada says, it warms your heart to see these kids not only exceeding, through their sports abilities, but also character. And so I want to thank and give a big, big shout out to all of the staff that was there coordinating this event. They had over 9 events, 12 schools, like I said, probably 250 kids that were being told to do this, do that, and I am sure there were a few glitches. I didn't see them because we don't get into those levels. But that's okay. That's us being human, right? But what I saw is staff that really, really believed in the kids. They really do. This is a Saturday, folks. This is when they're supposed to be spending time with their families, catching up with things at home. And it was a long event. I believe that staff probably had to be there at least by 7. And I think we left at about 2:30 about that time. So their day was pretty much gone. So kudos to everybody that was involved in that event. And the other thing that I attended was the city council meeting for Avondale. As most of you know, they have an award that's called the Exceptional Student Award, and they select from students from schools that are within the boundaries of Avondale. And we seem to get a lot of those awards. We really do. We had an incredible young man who was so happy and so proud and just felt honored to be given that certificate. He was standing there, and I'm not going to say his name again for the sake of, keeping things, safe. He was getting, there was a lot of pictures being taken, and he had that certificate, so proud. And here's a community partner that is saying we are a part of supporting the Pendergast community. And of course, there's also Agua Fria and other school districts that are part of the city of Avondale. And I just enjoy that event. And then to top it off, I'm looking at all these young people that look like they're, high school students, and I'm like, oh. And Carrie says, we have some of our superintendent student council members, former members here. And I said, oh, why are they here? They are part of the City of Avondale Youth Commission. Now, can anybody guess probably why they are still involved in leadership roles at the high school level? It was because of the incredible opportunity they received while they were in elementary school in the 8th grade in participating in our superintendent's student council. They're taking on many leadership roles, and I will tell you, they are future leaders, and someday I see them sitting here. So I was, very proud of them. So kudos to Canyon Breeze for supporting a young man to receive this award, because I'm sure it took a lot of teachers and administrators to help this young man to get to that level of honor. I also attended the Asper Award. I'm not going to talk about all the details that have already been shared by the superintendent. I did all that, and I will tell you, I really enjoy that event. But this year was especially touching for me because, number one, we continue to get these awards. Mr. Palmer, Mr. Alvarez, I think you've received an award probably the last at least 5 years, I believe. We've received an award. But what wasn't mentioned is that it was the Aspiring Leadership or Aspiring Leader Award. It was their first time. It was their very first time that they have awarded this category. And for Mr. Alvarez to have had the honor of being the first one, think about it, because there's many, many aspiring leaders out there. Says a lot about his leadership, his character, and all the hard work that he puts into helping us to make our community well aware of what is going on in our district, and keeping them informed, and most importantly, keeping them engaged. And that's a reflection of the award you received, Mr. Alvarez. So thank you very much for all your leadership. And that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jose?
Good evening. Thank you, Madam President, members of the governing board and committee. I'll be quick. Just want to take this opportunity to thank our counselors once again. I know that you were unable to make the last meeting because you were attending your professional development piece, of course, and activities. But to the counselors and to the student services team, I really do. I thank you. I commend you and I honor your work. Every year, I love this part about thanking you because it's pretty important work, and we know that. But I also go on to my soap opera and always talk about, I hope I'm one of many that remind you to take care of yourselves, because when you take this heavy heart home, it's not easy. Today's a perfect example. And again, with all due respect, without getting into the weeds, I know that, you take that home with you every day, and my heart goes out to you. So thank you for being here. We honor your work. We honor what you do. The integrity in what you bring every day is certainly is pretty special and pretty big and pretty powerful for this community. So thank you. I don't want to steal your thunder. Testing windows obviously here, and certainly as we continue to move forward in terms of the weeks of testing, I wish everybody good luck. Mr. Alvarez, felicidades once again, sir, to you, to Mr. Polmeyer, and to the communications team for all the work you do. But quickly finishing with the counselors again, thank you, counselors, for really, I always look at our cafeteria staff as feeding our souls, right? They feed our kids. Well, you heal and you work on building the souls of our kids, and that goes a long way. So it's pretty near and dear to me. So all of us, I'm sure, but thank you. That's all I have, Madam President.
Thank you. And I attended the public safety forum over at Amberlea. It was great. We had police officers and representatives from Glendale and Phoenix. And for 2 hours, they answered all the parents' questions about safety in their home, on the streets, if they're stopped, in their vehicle, what they do. It was great. They also got a lot of contact and resource information to use. So it was great. And I understand there's going to be another one in March, and along with the police officers, there's also going to be the immigration lawyer. She'll be present too to answer questions. And I think that's going to be at the community center, but more information will be coming out on that. But the parents, they were really grateful for all the information they received. And then I too went to the ASPR Awards, and Mr. Alvarez, Mr. Pullmeyer, and Mr. Pateo, great representatives of the Pendergast School District. You get the communication out there, the videos out there, the great pictures out there, and thank you for all you do, because that really puts us on the map. We appreciate your hard work. Thank you so much. And then next on the agenda, citizens' comments. Carrie, are there any citizens' comments?
No, there are none.
None, thank you. Next is the approval of the consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items A through J?
So move.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? No discussion? Carrie, roll call, please.
Monica Granado,
Yes.
Hilda Ortega Rosales,
Yes.
Jose Arenas,
Yes.
Susan Zarin.
Yes.
There being 4 in favor, the motion carries.
Thank you. Dr. Cruz, are there any new hires or other announcements you'd like to make?
Yes, thank you, Madam President, esteemed board members, student board members, cabinet, and the community. We are so excited to welcome Tamora Howard to be the next principal at Sunset Ridge Elementary School. As you all are well aware, Ms. Howard has been a highly effective teacher and now a school-based administrator, and we're super excited to see the amazing things that she's going to do as the next principal at Sunset Ridge. And truly, we're in gratitude to all of our administrative team for stepping up when asked.
Thank you. And next, tonight we have a presentation from Ed Services Department regarding our wonderful school counselors, PBIS, and athletics. Dr. Brown, would you like to come up with your team to present? Thank you.
All right, good evening, Madam President, esteemed members of the board, Dr. Cruz, student board members, cabinet, and community. It is my pleasure, privilege, honor, all of the great words that you can think of, to welcome Dr. Johnson and his team to discuss the important work that's been happening. As you all alluded to earlier, the academics matter, feeding the babies matters, but also ultimately, there are times where we need someone to just take care of the babies and take care of the adults around them. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to some of our strongest leaders and the heart and soul of the district. So Dr. Johnson and your team.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Madam President, esteemed board members, Dr. Cruz, and student board members, community, good evening. It brings me pleasure just to talk about our kiddos and how we can bring everything together regarding counseling, athletics, and also PBIS. We have 2 great counselors here, Akeen and Amber, our 2 lead counselors, and they will take it from here.
All right, if you look at the screen, you see the best-looking group of counselors.
Finally, a full team picture.
Yes, we got the whole team. That was actually at our conference just the other week. Yes, so it was amazing.
All right, so in the years past, we've spent a lot of time just talking about the comprehensive school counseling program and what it is that school counselors do for our district. And first, I just want to thank you guys for your words. You guys have always been so supportive of us, but it's also really cool to see like you guys really understand what we do. So thank you for that. But if you look at the infographic, you can see just the broad range of things that school counselors do to support our student population. So through core curriculum, individual student planning, responsive services, and indirect services. The American School Counselor Association states that school counselors work with community members to establish partnerships that promote student development. These partnerships help students succeed and close gaps in achievement, opportunity, and funding. So today it's our pleasure to spotlight one of our indirect services, our collaborations with community partners.
So we wanted to highlight a few of our community partners. We're going to first start off with the American Institute for Research. This was awesome. This was a partnership that all of the counselors were really looking forward to because it brought our second step curriculum to the school district. This offers tier 1 weekly lessons to all of our 6th through 8th grade students. We were super excited about this. Our next partnership we wanted to highlight was with Aurora Behavioral Health. And this brought a presentation on vaping prevention to our 6th through 8th grade students. It's very topical and truly needed right now. The next partnership we wanted to highlight was with AZ ACES. And this brought the Resilience Empowerment Youth Project to our school district. This is a 6-week workshop on stress management. All of our 6th grade students were able to receive these presentations. Next up, we wanted to highlight a few of our career fairs that went down this school year at 2 of our different campuses. Over at Canyon Breeze and Garden Lakes, they put on an amazing event, and we look forward to growing that within the school district in the years to come. Speaking of careers, we have a partnership with Edge Factor, which is an amazing career exploration curriculum that's being piloted at 5 of our schools right now. Also, a partnership with Estrella Mountain Community College. They were able to bring a healthy habit clinic to Rio Vista and their 2nd grade students. It's pretty awesome. Next up, we wanted to highlight our Teen Lifeline partnership. This is a partnership that all of the counselors are proud of. This brought student workshops on stress and coping, suicide prevention to all of our middle school students. This is one of my favorite partnerships, our partnership with Transfer VR. Now, talk about career exploration. It's like on steroids, though. This is where the kids can wear, virtual reality goggles, and I kid you not, they're climbing cell phone towers. They're changing the oil on a vehicle. They were doing knee surgery as well. It was truly phenomenal. The kids got a real kick out of it. They wanted more time, let me tell you. And then the last partnership we wanted to highlight was with ZeroPath. This one was a really amazing partnership because this brought mentors into the school to support students who had maybe some behavioral challenges, some social emotional challenges, those types of things. And it's funded through Access. So it really opened the doors to a lot of our families to be able to receive those services, yeah.
All right, and we do have one more community partnership that we wanted to highlight. This is with Character Strong. So the Purposeful People curriculum by Character Strong is an evidence-based pre-K to 5th grade program. It's designed to teach character development by integrating key character traits like kindness, responsibility, empathy, and courage, alongside those skills like emotion regulation, social skills, and executive functioning, aiming to help our students be kind, be strong, and be well. Through interactive lessons and activities. So another one of those, like in the classroom, learning opportunities. The counseling team is super excited about the Character Strong and the Purposeful People curriculum. As a team over the last few years, we've spent a lot of time just figuring out what's the best program to support our students and the demographics and the needs, and we've all really been championing the Character Strong, Purposeful People curriculum, so we're excited for that. Yes.
Amazing curriculum.
But yes, we're going to turn it back over to Dr. Johnson. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for the opportunity to present. Thank you, guys.
We do have amazing counselors, and thank you for your words earlier. This is a great group, and I enjoy working with them and seeing them impact our kids every day. All right, with PBIS and school culture, we have a great team. 2 of our members are here on this evening. We have 2 behavior specialists and also 2 behavior mentors. These 4 individuals get out in our schools. They coach teachers. They work with kids one-on-one. They help our schools with their school tier 2, tier 3 teams. So these are 4 phenomenal individuals, and I can't say enough about them. These are our numbers for the current school year. Of course, it indicates our numbers for the past 3 years. And when I see this image, I'm reminded of the phrase, progression and not perfection, because this is a marathon. Our goal is to make sure that we are improving our climate and culture in our classrooms and our schools. And if you consider September, and even now, there's a 46% decrease, and our numbers are trending in the right direction. They are. The schools are doing a great job with our school teams, and I've attended the PBIS kickoff celebrations, and it's just indicative of what happens every day in our schools. If you consider our PBIS implementation, we'll talk about 2 schools momentarily, and we'll see that PBIS isn't just a program, it's a culture, it's a way we do school. It's celebrating our kids, our teachers, and the data shows that once we begin to make it part of our school culture, misbehavior decreases, of course, learning increases once it happens, as it happens. These are our numbers in a different format. Most of our kids, all of our kids, most of them are what we call good kids. They're respectful, they're safe, and in most schools, data says that about 3 to 5% are at the top tier. Those are kids that need intense remediation. Well, in Pendergast right now we're a little less than 1%. And the kids who are there, these are supports that we're providing them. The 4 individuals we mentioned earlier, we're working with school teams on those kiddos that are receiving a few more referrals than others. And those kids that are what we call tier 3, that's where we use our mentors to make sure that we walk with them step by step to make sure that we have that person that gives them one-on-one support throughout the week. These are also more numbers here regarding what we do know. Some kids do actually break rules, and we have to follow a policy. This is our suspension numbers to date. Again, we're also trending in the right direction. But you see, as we implement PBIS, that gives our teachers and our admins the culture to make sure kids know expectations, but they also understand what happens if I do cross the line. So we're striving to make sure all of our schools are fully implemented, and again, we're on the right track to get that done. Speaking of PBIS, to date we've recognized about 50 teachers. Every month we're still recognizing those teachers who do exhibit the qualities of a PBIS model teacher. With the help of our partner, Roman Realty, we help present this to teachers every month. This is one of my highlights, seeing teachers, being recognized by their schools for being that model of consistency that we want to have in every school. We have 2 schools that we definitely want to highlight tonight, Rio and Sunset Ridge. The Arizona PBIS Coalition recognizes schools based upon their implementation of PBIS. And these 2 schools were recognized for their work last year, and level 3 means that they implemented PBIS with fidelity to the level 3 level. So right now, we do have a poster. They received one 2 weeks ago, but it was a little small. But our team has a poster for our 2 schools, and I'd like to present that on tonight. So, ladies, Sunset and Rio. They received a digital banner as well. It goes on their website. This is highlight Sunset Ridge for being PBIS level 3 for the 2023-24 school year. So congratulations.
That sounds like it to me. We wouldn't expect anything less from you.
Rio, congratulations on the job well done. Thank you all. All right, and athletics. It's already been stated that athletics is a vehicle to teach character, to grow character, but also for adults to model how we should look. It's been a pleasure working with athletics this school year, and this picture just emblematic of all our kids participating in all of our sports. These are sports that we offer. All these are co-ed with the exception of basketball. This spring, football begins Thursday. We have a cheer competition and volleyball to finish up the sports calendar. These are the numbers of our kids who are participating, and I don't know, I guess it's doing the electric slide. I don't know what's going on. There. But kids are participating. They are, despite what the slide. Sorry about that. The numbers what the district pours out into our athletic department regarding stipends, transportation for our kiddos to participate in the Arizona Special Olympics, all that's there, materials. So this is what the board has approved for expenditures for athletics for this school term. Of course, as you participate in athletics, you have to attend school. So these are our attendance rates for our kiddos who have to be at school. But of course, we know that, that game on Thursday, the game next week, allows our kids to behave a little better, try a little harder in our classes, and also attend school. So the more we encourage and engage our kiddos, the more our attendance will increase, and also academics as well. Thank you all for your time, for your support with athletics, PBIS, and also our counseling as well.
Thank you. Does the board have any questions or comments?
I don't have any questions. I just wanted to comment and say thank you for the presentation and for highlighting a lot of those programs that, I'm a new board member, but as a parent, a lot of those were new to hear about all of those. So it's really great to know. So thank you. And I look forward to one that stuck out was the career fairs. I always think, oh, elementary school, they're tiny, but they're getting there, and bringing those opportunities to them on a school level, it really gets that brain going. So I really like to see that, and I look forward to seeing those, career fairs grow in the district. And then also just thank you for highlighting all of what PBIS has to offer. I loved all the charts. I love to see where we're headed, where we're at, and great job too, was it Rio Vista and Sunset Ridge for leading the way with those awards. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Other questions?
No, Madam President, not a question, but again, a thank you to each of your departments. Again, I think I said a whole lot, and I could continue talking about the counselors. But thank you, Keen and team, and I mean, you guys are great. And I like to commend Sunset Ridge and Rio Vista for their awards. So that's great. That's great. PBIS is important and integrated into the culture and climate, of course. Sports, oftentimes when I have an opportunity to highlight or shout out people, I always talk about the Donahues. I think that they're really they're everything about that community. I see Coach Donahue still walking that 107th Avenue, and people honk at him and with him, and he just waves hi to everybody because he's the governor. He's the governor over there, and he does great things over there for the kids. So co-curricular, extracurricular activities. Thank you, sir, and to the team for supporting that. You know, especially when you look at, you know, sports at an early age with, you know, kind of I know we're not the high school level, but kind of like the no pass, no play, right? You have to behave, you have to do well in school. You know, in my case, it was always, my high school chapter in life was pass, no play, you know? That was a joke. I never played, but I think it's important. So thank you, Mr. Johnson. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hilda, do you have? Yeah, right, I'll get them.
Well, I have a couple of things. One is, if you go back to the page of the picture with the counselors, we have a little over 7,000 students that we serve, and we have 13 counselors. If you think about the size of our schools, and in particular when things like yesterday happened, we had to prepare today as our kids came in to school at Garden Lakes. There's no price to that. There really isn't. There really is not a price, because all that data that you shared with us can take a dump when the crisis happens. But when we're there to support them during tragic times, not just the students, but the staff, this is where that funding truly does pay for itself. And I'll always bring it up. For those who do not know, in our public out there, counselors are paid through M&O overrides. And we've been very blessed that our overrides have passed. And this is critical for us to inform our public the kinds of things that we do with their tax dollars, and that it truly is an investment in the community. The other thing I wanted to mention is, or ask, is when you had the figures, it's the 0.5% or 53 students, and that it's what, about usually 3 to 4% average. What about the other two tiers? Do you happen to have what that looks like, so we kind of know how we compare?
On average, it's more, I know this, 80, 85, what's more, 90? I'll get back with you on that one.
Okay, I'm sorry, we don't expect you to have the answers to everything, but I think it's important for us to say, because I'm imagining that we're doing just as well in these other two tiers. And then that takes me to the fact that, you know, one of the things that PBIS, when it's first started, people were like, well, so you're going to reward them, but how are you going to track all that money that you're spending on these awards that the kids, you know, points that the kids get? And by the way, it's not funded by the district. It's usually gifts or donations where we get that money, or through a grant of some sort. And here's an example where, you know, we're putting the data and really analyzing to say, is this making a difference? And when it's a cultural thing, that's really hard to do. And it takes years to do that. So I commend you that you're looking at it from different perspectives, not just the behavioral pieces, but also engagement, you know, attendance, and so forth. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jacob, you had a question?
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you for the amazing presentation. One thing that I wanted to highlight, I mean, so as a student at a Pendergast school, I mean, you know, I'm a student board member. It's a little embarrassing to say, but I didn't know that our counselors did all of that. When you're a student, you kind of just assume that they're to handle, like, I don't know, just like talking with students or like handling like confrontation. But no, I didn't know that they were networking and just collaborating with all these people doing all that amazing work. I didn't know that. So seeing this, it just made me 100 times more grateful for our school counselors. And to all of our school counselors, I'd just like to say thank you for all the work you do.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Martine, we're talking about the counselors and the sports, and did you have anything?
Yeah, well, thank you, Madam President. Just so, I guess first I just wanted to apologize for my lateness. I hate to interrupt a presentation, but I was watching online, so I did catch most of everything as I was driving, so don't do that. But but I caught most of your presentation. So I don't think I have any additional questions right now, but thank you for all the great work that you and all the councils are doing. And I think kind of to Jacob's point, yeah, I think even I forget all the great things that you all are doing every day, you know. And so I know I've said this before in other meetings, but I'm really grateful that as a district we prioritize this position in our district because we recognize how valuable it is for all of our students. And so, you know, Jacob, that's one of the reasons why I think we are strategic about our budget decisions to make sure that we are able to have these individuals in each of our schools, and that can do this. So just thank you to you and to the entire team for all the great work that you all do.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do have one question. Schools with partial PBIS implementation, when will they fully be implemented?
It's a $1 million question. Well, we have right now, we have action plans for those schools. That means that we have plans to support them.
Mm-hmm.
It's individualized.
Right.
Some schools are further than others, but our team, we meet weekly. You know, what does this school need? How can we put boots on the ground? How can we assist? How can we help lead this meeting? Or so we have plans for all the schools, particularly those that are still trying to reach the pinnacle that we want them to reach.
Okay, thank you. And it is working. I mean, our numbers, you know, discipline, everything, they're going down, and that is great. And that's a reflection of all the hard work, you know, you do day in and day out. And our counselors, you are amazing, truly amazing. Thank you for everything you do. And we've got to thank the voters, you know, because, you know, of the M&O override. This is why we can have some of these great things, the counselors won in the school district. So got to thank the voters for that. And, you know, our sports, it is fantastic, you know, what we can offer our kids. And a thank you to everyone, because when you think of all the employees it takes on those sports, on PBIS, on our counseling, day in and day out, extra hours in the morning, in the evenings, it is fantastic what our employees do, and you truly are thanked and you truly are valued, and thank you, because it does make a difference in a child's life when they have these extracurricular and they can do the things that they want, and they're off their computers and their phones for a little while too. So, but thank you everyone for all you do, and I want to give everyone another round of applause because you are truly amazing. Thank you. Any other? Jacob, go ahead.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say something just about sports real quick, from the perspective of a student. So, I mean, you know, sports at Desert Mirage, it's kind of an honor to participate in sports. Like, it's something that a lot of students really want to do, and it empowers them, it motivates them. It's really amazing to see students who typically wouldn't want to try with their classwork, so grade check is coming up, and, you know, all of a sudden I get a message. They're like, Jacob, I need help with this. Can you help me study with the test? I need to get a good grade so that I can participate in the basketball game. And you know, it's awesome to see that sports, I mean, they just empower people. It brings community and I'm just trying to put into words, but from a student's perspective, it's pretty amazing to see what sports can do, like not just like at the surface, but a little deeper as well. I'm sorry, that was terribly worded, but you picking up what I put down?
No apologies. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate the presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys take tomorrow off.
No, you're out of order, Mr. Arenas. The next item on the agenda is the first and final reading of Regulation JR-R Student Records. In the interest of student safety and the recommendation from the superintendent, can I have a motion to approve Regulation JRR with changes as presented by the district administration and district council in the first and final reading? Is there a motion?
So move.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
My only point or my only statement regarding this is that, so it's not really a discussion, it's more of a statement, is I do thank Dr. Cruz for moving this and hopefully with approval as we expedite this process, there's a reason for this. And sometimes as you move mountains, you don't know through the weeds what's actually happening with some of our policies. So this is one that needs to be addressed and from my end. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? No? Carrie, roll call.
Monica Granado?
Yes.
Martin Cazada?
Yes.
Hilda Ortega Rosales?
Yes.
Jose Arenas?
Yes.
Susan Sarin?
Yes.
There being 5 in favor, the motion carries.
Thank you. And then for closing items, are there any items anyone would like to see on future board agenda?
Well, I didn't want to go here, but I am only because, well, part of it is because the counselors are here. And the other part is our superintendent's always at the table, and I really appreciate this, but do not misinterpret this, Dr. Cruz and team, cabinet, in any way, shape, or form other than that. I think we really need to strategize and continue to look at our staffing and resources in student services. So in the future, for a future board agenda item, Dr. Cruz, if you don't mind, and this is a conversation you and I could obviously have, but so it's not, I'm not trying in any way, it's not gamemanship, it's not even trying to politicize a matter for my own sake. What this is maybe we could look at some, I noticed there was 4, I think, behavior coaches versus more, and I think one of our colleagues mentioned the whole partial versus not full implementation of PBIS, and I think sometimes it's resources, which i.e. could include staffing. So I don't know, in the near future, maybe we could discuss that publicly, please. That's all I have.
Any other items? No, the next governing board meeting will be Tuesday, March 4th, right here at the district office at 6 p.m. And can I have a motion to adjourn the regular board meeting?
So moved.
We'll take Martine. Monica, you'll
I'll
second?
Yes.
Carrie, roll call.
Monica Granado?
Yes.
Martin Cazada?
Yes.
Hilda Ortega Rosales?
Yes.
Jose Arenas?
Yes.
Susan Sarin?
Yes.
Being 5 in favor, the motion carries.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Have a good evening.
And before you leave, we have a birthday to celebrate for those of you who need more sweets. I think they're on their way.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Sarin.
Happy birthday to you.
Jacob, bring the rest of them
Thank
in.
you, thank
Put them back
you.
there. Put the rest of the cupcakes back there.
There's more cupcakes coming.
Please, everyone,
Okay, sound
participate
off.
in the cupcake.